Hi guys! Long time no talk, I know. I was just kind of not really into doing videos, and I also have a story to tell you about why I haven't been making videos. I was planning on getting back into making videos, and then this happened and it kind of set me back, but today I'm feeling good, so I'm going to tell you my story on my fainting experience and what happened and all that. So stay tuned and you can hear my story. Let's go. So it was May 6th, 2015, and I was donating blood to Red Cross because my school holds Red Cross blood donations 2 times a year, in October and in May. And I could donate, so I was like, yeah, why not? You know, I meet the requirements. I didn't really think much of it. So I got evaluated, they said I could donate, no big deal. So I had gotten my blood taken out of me, and then they're like, oh yeah, okay, when you feel better you can get up and go to the canteen, which is where you go and get snacks and sugary drinks like cranberry juice and apple juice and Cheez-Its and stuff to try and get blood sugar in you and trying to help you feel better so you don't get dizzy. Well, I was feeling great. I walked over to get something to drink and I started feeling really dizzy. When I sat down, I was like, okay, I don't really think much of this, so I'm just gonna go walk back and lay down until, you know, this passes by. So I was walking back and I don't think I made it very far, because next thing I know, I wake up about a minute later after being unconscious, and there's nurses all around me. It was very hazy. They had music playing in the background and it was really hazy. I could barely hear it. Nurses were all up in my face. I didn't know anything that happened. They were trying to tell me what happened. I was laying there going, what happened, what happened, what happened? I was like, did I faint? And they were like, yeah, you fainted. And they were like, oh, who was your nurse that took your blood? And I was like, I don't remember. One of the guys, I guess he's the leader there or something. I don't really know what his position was, but he was like, when you call an ambulance, when you call an ambulance. And I was like, no, I don't need an ambulance, I'm fine. I obviously was not fine, but everyone was looking at me, and so they went and got this big curtain and covered me up for the kids that were coming in, so I didn't scare them obviously. But it was really weird. I was laying on the floor and they were checking my pulse, taking my blood sugar. I had a huge bump on my head on this side. It's still kind of there, not too bad, but I had ice on it. It hurt really bad. I jammed my finger. I landed on my shoulder. The shoulder, at first, I was too focused on my head pain. I didn't notice my shoulder pain. So, I was just laying there oh my god, why? I had never fainted before, so this was totally weird and different and really scary, actually. I never want to faint again. But eventually my school nurse came and got me, and she looked at me because, I go to her office a lot, and I just like to chill with her because she's super cool. And she was like, oh my god, here we go. She came down with the wheelchair. I sat in the wheelchair for a little bit until I felt good to be wheeled off to the office. And then when I got to the office, I was really drowsy. I couldn't really keep my eyes open, and they say when you hit your head, don't fall asleep because you can go in a coma. But I was I couldn't keep my eyes open, so she gave me ice cold water. She told me to just try and keep myself going and eat snacks and stuff, and she kept filling out this paper of my symptoms, and she called my sister to come pick me up. And so I got home, and it had been about 2 hours by then, because I laid on the floor in the gym for 45 minutes, just kind of trying to figure out what happened to me. And I laid in her office for about 40 minutes there. So I mean, the time really does go by. So my sister came and got me, and she in the car was like, do not fall asleep when you get home. So I called my mom, asked her if I could go to sleep. So I did fall asleep, but by then I felt pretty good. I was like, you know, not a big deal. So I took a nap, and then I woke up and I felt really nauseous. So I took a bath and then I threw up. So my mom was like, we need to go to the ER, we need to go to the ER, this isn't good. I didn't go to the ER, I didn't throw up anymore, I still didn't feel good. So by then, when my mom got home, it was about 10:30, and she was just checking me out. And she was like, okay, let's just see how you feel in the morning. And so I went to sleep again. I slept a long time that day. And in the morning, it was May 7th. And I was like, Mom, my head really hurts, I don't feel good. She's like, oh, well, you can't skip school just because your head hurts. So I was like, okay, whatever, just, you know, call the doctor and see when they can get me in to check me out. Because by then I still didn't feel good. I felt really nauseous and I was kind of like dizzy. So I got into the doctor right away. I was only at school for like 2 hours. And then the doctor wanted to see me like immediately. So I went to the doctor, and they're like, yep, you have a concussion. And but then I started noticing my shoulder pain, and I just told them I didn't really think much of it. And the doctor was like, okay, well, let's get you a sling and you'll come back Monday and we'll see how it is. And by then, if it's not better, we'll get x-rays. So she kept me out of school the rest of Friday and the rest of Monday, the following Monday. So there's 2 days of school that I got taken out of. And then, so I just kept my arm in a sling. You know, I just did what she told me. I rested. I didn't really do much. So then Monday rolled around. I got x-rays because my shoulder was still bad, and it turns out that I have separated shoulder, which is where your tendons and technically your like clavicle, I think it is, it moves up. So I have a permanent bump on my shoulder, like right here, and the only way that it'll go away is through cosmetic surgery. And if it gets bigger to where it's really like noticeable and bothersome, then, you know, maybe in the future I'll get it fixed. But right now, I really don't see myself getting it fixed. It is cosmetic, so insurance won't cover that too. So that's kind of like another big thing. So, you know, I got that. She made me keep it in a sling for like another 2 weeks. I got reevaluated for my concussion. Still kept me out of school for another week. By then I only had like 2 weeks left of school, so I was really stressing, like I gotta go back to school, I got to. And so I just stayed on strict bed rest. I'm technically still kind of supposed to be on bed rest a month later. And so I waited and I went back another week and I was still on bed rest. She kept me out again, and I tried to convince her to let me do half days, but I tried to go back to school and I couldn't make it more than an hour. So she kept me out of school for the rest of the year. So I got out a month early, basically, on strict bed rest. I don't have to do summer school, any of that. My teachers are awesome and they worked with me. But, I mean, I'm still pretty messed up from painting. I can't be up long. I get really dizzy. My head hurts. I have shoulder pain all the time. I'm still kind of like healing. I've got a long ways to go. I've got 2 types of therapy I have to do. I have to go to vertical therapy, which is for my balance, because like something in my ear got offset, so it messes up my balance, which is causing me to get so dizzy. So I have to go to therapy for that. And once I'm done with that, I have to go to my shoulder therapy, and they're gonna just readjust my shoulder as much as I can. And then when they're done with that, we'll think about cosmetic surgery possibly coming up in the future. So, I've still got a long way to go. I've got a lot of healing I've got to do. I'm out of work on medical leave. I'm off for another month. So I've been off work for like 2 months now. So it's really killing me. I miss having that money coming in, but I gotta do what I gotta do to get better. So, you know, you just gotta take a break. But that's my fainting story. You know, in the end, I did save 3 lives. I recently got an email from Red Cross telling me where one of my blood donations went. It went to Pennsylvania. So, I know that my blood is going to good use, but I don't think I'll be donating again anytime soon. Not until I weigh more. You know, I did meet the weight requirement, but I think I was still a little bit too light because I'm tall and skinny. So, yeah, but that's my fainting story. If you guys have ever fainted, tell me your story in the comments. I would love to hear it. I like to laugh about my story just because I think it's funny, you know. How many kids can say that they fainted at school donating blood? So, that's my story. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you guys soon. I'll try and get back into making videos regularly, but we'll just see how it goes. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye!